everybody doing today? I know y'all like, wait a minute, Lee. This is Coach Lee Hill, and today I had my niece come over, and she was like, she has been asking for extensions for a while. And so she was like, can you please do the extension? I said, I can. However, the extensions don't match her hair color. So I'm going to show you guys the double process. Is two things I'm going to do. I am going to install her hair. So I may have to do a second video on it or just play some music in between. I don't know, guys. But I'm excited because I get to color hair. And for a licensed cosmetologist, it's so much fun. I always tell you about my clients and I always tell you about processes, but I always think it's good when I can show you what it actually takes to do the hair process, right? So right now I'm going to show you, I have bleach. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you what I do to bleach the actual installations, her hair extensions. And then I'm going to show you the shampoo that I use to shampoo it. And then once we do that, the client, which is my niece, she's going to come down. She's already been prepped as far as wash, but before I do installation, I've already did a consultation on her. She has psoriasis in the hair and her scalp. So she has a scalp condition. So because of that, and she wants installation and she's going to keep it in for 4 to 6 weeks, I'm going to use, y'all remember I did the video on Apogee. So we're going to do the protein treatment on her hair before we even talk or do any installations, okay? And then I'm going to show you once I get them installed, why I decided to do a certain kind of method. So right now, you guys get to watch me color the hair. Now, typically, I do not do the coloring of the hair and the client at the same time. I normally do this ahead of time, but unfortunately, this is her only day off. So guess what, y'all? I'm gonna do it, right? So let's go ahead and get started with this. Let's see. Let me do one more thing, y'all. Hold on. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. And I know it is Monday, so I don't even know if you guys are like, because I know it's unexpected, but today I am a licensed kitchen hairstylist. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to show you right now. Y'all see the powder in there. And this is the Blondor Wella powder that I'm using. And I'm starting off with just a little bit. Let me go ahead and put my gloves on. And as y'all can see, I done did a lot of coloring with it. And so I am at home doing this color that I'm going to do on the hair. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to lighten the hair. And then she actually has, I know you guys are like, I can't see you good. She actually has, she's a copper red, a brown. She's like at a level 6, which is kind of hard to, if you're a cosmetologist and you do hair color, you're like, okay, Lee, we know exactly what you're saying. But for those of you who don't know, she's at a level 6. So I'm going to get the base of her hair. I'm coloring two lengths of extension. I'm coloring what am I coloring? The 22 inches, and one is 24 and one is 22. So I'm going to lift the color, get it up to at least 4 levels. Now, I want to show you what I'm doing here. So I'm getting the color together, right? I'm starting it off. You see that consistency of it? That's what we want it to be like kind of like a liquidy pasty texture. Normally, you guys, they'll be telling you, oh, you need a 40 volume because you're doing extensions on the hair thing. Hi, Isaac. Normally, they'll tell you something like, oh, you need a 40 volume and these different things. I don't do that. And the reason why I don't use the high developers unless I'm doing something really fast is because even though it's extensions, I don't want to mess up the grooves. I want the cuticle on those extensions to be smooth. So that is why I don't need to use that high volume. And then the other thing is that it's going to process the same timing and everything like that. So just keep in mind that I don't know if y'all can see this hair. Let me see. Y'all see the hair? Let me show y'all this. Hold on. Just keep in mind that this hair has already been processed. That's the other reason why I don't want to use such harsh chemicals. So you see the extensions there, and this is the 24 inch that I'm going to color, and then the 22 inches are right over there as well. So we're going to start off with this one. And there it's like a double process. So I'm going to lift and then I'm going to put a color on it so it can match perfectly with her hair. Okay, so hopefully, okay, I got it down pretty good. So let's go ahead and get this started. Okay, so we're going to start the weft, the hair, and just get it down. So remember, I'm doing a 20 volume on this hair, right? And it's really not that hard to do, y'all, believe it or not. I know people are like, oh my God. And even if I needed to lift the way I wanted to lift, what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to, what am I going to do? I may put it in the heat as well. You know what I mean? So put it in up under the dryer. So that is the first process that I am doing just to get this thing going and cracking, right? I don't want it so pale and light either because to be honest, when you're any kind of hair, whether you're doing extensions or you're doing what is that? You're doing extensions or you're doing your own hair. If your hair is this at a level like a 1B, that's the best way I can explain because I know y'all like what's these levels you're talking about. If your hair is like at a level 1B or something like that, and you're trying to get to a 10, you're not going to get to that process unless you're going to have to damage your hair and fry your hair. And then that's why you see a lot of the women have those like short cuts. Like once they bleach the hair, especially if they at home and they don't know what they're doing, because the hair is already damaged. So they have to cut all that hair off because it turns to like straws. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing. It turns to like straws. And then once it turns to straws, like it feels strawy, that hair is already damaged. There's nothing else you can do to it. So with that, you have to you have to cut it all the way off. So the reason why I'm saying it is that you don't need those high volume to get the color that you need. And if you kind of guys look now, that hair is already getting to that color. And all I'm going to do is go down to the bottom. I'm just getting the weft of the hair now, the top weft of the hair. And I got it doubled, right? And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's seeping through it because it's bleach. This bleach if it touch your clothes, it's going to lift, all right? It's going to lift. It's going to bleach. It's like literally bleach. So that's why I never understood why women get on YouTube University, which is fine, but you get on YouTube University and you're telling women, oh, I use 40 volume with a bleach. I'm like, that's like adding gasoline to fire. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not necessary, So only time you'll see something like that happen is if it's like I don't know, I guess like a double process. And it's like they trying to get it. It's maybe the hair is already lifted. I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know. I'm not saying that 40 volume is not needed. Of course it's needed because they wouldn't make it if it wasn't created. But for what I'm trying to do, the volumes are based on the levels that it's trying to get your hair up. So let's say you add a what is that? Let's say you add a 6 and you're trying to get to a 10. So in that case, that's when you would use that. But for the most part, I don't know if you guys can see it's already starting to turn like a light brown. It's getting up to like a 2, right? And then all I'm going to do, because the bottom part of the hair, if you guys can see, it's really thin. So all I got to do with the bottom part of the hair is y'all like, where's she at? I'm here. When I get to the bottom part of the hair, I'm just gonna like combine it all together, but I need the top part to be colored so we can have a perfect match for her hair. And the other thing, like I said, this hair goes through so many processes because remember they had to process it to get it to this body wave. That's the hair type that is a body wave. And if you guys don't know, this is like kind of like the process that when you go in and you're asking them to do, to color the extensions as well. This is good for you to see so you can understand when they charging you the price that they charging you, it's worth it because look at all the stuff we have to use, the product we have to use and different things like that. Now, I have not been on because I was actually really sick. I wasn't doing well last week. I tried to come on a couple of times. I was like, I can't do it. So that's why you guys see me on now. I wasn't even going to come on today because I'm still not all the way there, but I'm here. All right. So now we done did, this is like a half a packet that I use for this. So now I'm going in, I'm doing the opposite side of it. And we're using Blondor, the Plex 9, but I'm using this on this now. Let me tell you the difference with this color, the bleaching that I would do different on the client's hair because she's African American. I would use a oil base with the bleach. So it just wouldn't be just bleach. You know what I mean? It wouldn't just be the bleach because I needed to get in there and to be really, really smooth. I don't want to disturb her hair cuticles as well because when you're bleaching hair, I always tell you, you're taking away all the nutrients of the hair. So that's something that we have to keep in mind of. Okay. So we getting it in now. We're getting it in. And I know it look like, oh Lord, look messy. It look a little messy, but it's gonna serve its purpose, y'all. Trust me. This is so fun for a cosmetologist or a hair colorist. This stuff is so much fun. It's like playing in doll's hair or something like that. I don't know how to explain it, y'all. So I'm coloring these two, the 22-inch and the 24-inch. This is the 24-inch I'm doing now. And the reason why I'm coloring this is because the base color is going to be like a level 6 reddish brown. So the reason why I'm coloring, y'all see it? Y'all see it starting to lift? I don't know if y'all can see it. Y'all like, no, I don't see it. It's there. So the reason why I'm doing it this way as well is because there is I forgot the other inch that she has over there. That one, I'm going to do like a biolage. I'm going to do like some highlights in it. And because the fall is coming up, I'm going to give her some fall colors in it as well. And the more gentler the product that I'm using for it, she'll be able to use these installations over and over again. Yeah. So that's the cool part. So yeah, you got to spend some money, but it's going to be well worth it in the end. Okay. And you're like, uh-oh, I ain't running out my product. Trust me, y'all. I'm getting it together. I'm getting it together. So yeah, I see the brown lifting up and I needed to get to a certain level. And then I'm going to complement that brown and you'll see how. So I just used the little packets this time. I'll tell you why. I may end up needing to get more. I probably should have got the whole thing, but you know, it was last minute. I just used what I had left in my coloring thing. And so y'all get to see this. If y'all have any questions, definitely ask because that's what I'm here for. But yeah, we normally come on, y'all know Mondays be busy for everybody. We normally do this. I normally have a video up by 10 a.m. But today, and the reason why I know y'all like, well, why she ain't showing how we, how she mixing it and stuff. I can't do that because you know why? That's the reason why we're cosmetologists. Because because cosmetologists specialize in like chemicals and different things like that. So we know part what to put on part such and such. I used to do that, like give the information out, but then people will abuse it. They still don't be doing what they're doing. They don't want to follow the directions how it is, and then they head on fell off. So with that, let me make sure this is good, saturated. All right. So this is all done, believe it or not. I needed just to get the majority of it. I don't really need the top because her hair is gonna overcome that. But y'all, it's already starting to come out really, really, really nice. Okay. I know y'all can't see it. Let me see if you can see. And then she should be finished because what I did was wash her hair with a clarifying shampoo, and then we're gonna use the whatchamacallit on. So you see what I mean? Like Let me see if y'all can see the color coming. See the other side. See, I don't know if y'all can see it's starting to get brown. It look crazy right now. And then what I'm going to do right now, so I'm going to take it, I'm going to fold it up, and I'm going to put it under the dryer. Yep, that I am. Just for a little bit. I'm going to keep checking it to make sure that it is where I need it to be. All right, so we got that first one done. Now I'm about to do the second one. That's it. That's all I do, y'all. Boom, boom. Okay. All right, I know y'all can still hear me, hopefully. So we got that done, right? So next we're gonna do the other one. All right, I'm here. Hi, y'all see me? I'm here. Hello. And this is the shampoo that I'm gonna use on it because again, I want everything. Y'all need to remember the Care. It is a hydrating detangling shampoo. Everything I'm using is professional. So let's keep that in mind. So we're gonna go ahead and start on the 22 inches, which is not that much, which is cool. Look how pretty this hair is. Isn't that gorgeous? So y'all see how I look all wet? It's like, the curl's gonna steal. Ooh, sorry, y'all. The curl's gonna steal what is it? What I was about to say. The body wave will still be there, right? But this is what we have to do. So that's why they be charging y'all. They'll be like, oh, that's too much. I'm like, she charging you right, honey, because it's work. Now with her hair, because it's already at the base color, when I do the installation, it's just going to blend right in, which I know you guys know about that. It's going to blend perfectly in. Now, but see, right now, I'm going to do treatment to her hair and everything like that. Now, once she takes the installation out, she's not going to have them installations in. I don't like that when they keep them in. And this is the thing I do hate, y'all, because when I sew in hair, I like it to look very natural. I don't like I don't like wiggy looks, like what men saying like they want you to look natural. That's what they mean. Like it doesn't look like you're wearing extensions. Like I like my hair to look like that. I always feel like if you can't wrap it, then you didn't do a good job with it, right? All right, so we got that going on, and we're going in again. Going in again. So it's perfect. And the reason why you see how I was like, I'm gonna put it under the dryer. I could put it under the dryer because it's not gonna lift like crazy, right? It's just processing through. Put a little heat on it and it's processing right on through. Yeah. So just getting that right on in there like that. And my client, which is my niece, should be here any second coming down. So we can go ahead and apply that apogee. And that is what it's all about. It's like I always tell you guys, there's nothing wrong with getting installation. I think it's wrong when it's like all you do is installations, hair extensions, and wigs and stuff like that, and you never wear your hair. But she understands because she has color in her hair. She has lifted her hair. She understands that, hey, I need to get a treatment. I'm like, if you're going to lock your hair up for this amount of time, you need to have a hair treatment before we do anything else. And if you are dealing with a hairstylist and they're not asking you about the welfare of your hair, guys, then that's not their fault. That's your fault. Shame on you. Because you look at the Cardi B's and the Beyonce and everybody want to look like when the lace fronts came out and all these things came out, y'all wanted to look like that. But what you guys also didn't pay attention to, one of the things you didn't pay attention to was the fact that these women that you saw especially when Beyonce was really wearing them, you know who had the best? I said this the other day on the video, how what's her face? Janet Jackson, out of all of them, had the best lace systems I've ever seen. But yeah, what you guys don't see, all of those people that do whatever, they still have their hair, they still have their edges. And this is part of why, because somebody cares enough and say, hey girl, now you look good, but you got to take care of your hair, right? And I know a lot of you the ladies, like I was saying yesterday, we was on Salon Talk, and I was watching this lady do a client's hair. She was braiding it up. And the client was like, she was like, oh, I'm gonna leave your edges out because they're already fragile. And the client said, get all that up. I said, wow. Mm-hmm. Now, me as a hairstyle, I'm like, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to find somebody else. But I understood that lady didn't expect for her to say that. She was like, she said, no, catch it all up. So she already knows. The lady explained to her, listen, your hair is gonna break off. She telling her, so you don't need to add any more attention. But just for that, them few days of beauty, she willing to risk it all. So that is the important thing. Ain't nothing wrong with doing your hair installations and things like that. But when it becomes a problem is when you it becomes a problem when you don't care about the welfare of your hair. Because you're trying to get this look that you saw Cardi B or whoever with Beyonce, you saw them with it. You know what I mean? And a lot of times I know one person that for sure that was when she first came out, it was Keisha Cole. She was doing relaxers. Her hair gonna come out. I wasn't wishing that on her, but I was like, our hair can't take chemical. They go to client there. Our hair can't take chemical like that, like where you can't use a permanent color and relaxer on our hair. And she kept getting it done. And the next thing you know, she was wearing wigs. You ready? Oh, your hair curly. Ew. So, I'm doing your color now. I may need to get another pack. I just saw that. Yeah, so we are done with this that fast. I know it's like, what? And it's okay. You're not going to get it evenly out. You don't need it to be because you wanted to have different tones of the brown. You know what I mean? Even so, the brown is going to overshadow the, if it's any darker colors, like a 1B or whatever, it's going to overshadow it. So we got that going. I'm going to take the back just to make sure. And I don't really care about the top because remember that top is going to be up under her hair. You scared? Her scared. I had this done before. So y'all get to see what we do behind the scene. Like I said, I don't normally do this beforehand. I normally do this days before the client comes in. But you know, this is last minute, so we getting it done. Yeah, getting it done. Y'all, this is like playing in a Barbie with a Barbie. I remember this being a kid, like, oh my God, making hairstyles and different things like that. So when I do her process, and I'm about to do her hair, did it freeze on me? Yeah, they like, child, come on, whatchamacallit, when I do her treatment, her hair treatment with the apogee, this apogee is a protein treatment. So it's perfect for her because she had color, she been highlighting her hair. I mean, not highlighting, she's been what's she been doing? Oh, flat ironing her hair a lot. So it's, and I was telling her, I said, it gets dry and different things like that. And this is, we're working on someone that has, what she got? You got someone that has natural hair. So this is perfect. But this is really, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When y'all going to get them installations, whether it's wig installations, whatever you're doing, this is how your process should be. Doing the treatments, doing those different things. And then I'm telling you right now, please, if you can, stop putting those stop putting the what is that? All right, stop putting the that paper, that quick weave. It comes out looking really, really nice, but your hair is suffering under them. Just make sure. Yeah, so the third one I gotta do over. So I'm gonna show you how I do the apogee, just for those of you. And now apogee, they sell it at Sally's. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me put this under the dryer. Let me see if the other one ready yet. Baby, where you at? Look at that color. Perfect with your hair. Y'all, I know I get so excited. Look at this color. I don't know if y'all can y'all see it? So it's already lifting. It's nice. And you see the different, I don't know if y'all can see the different tunnels because I can't see it looking at the camera. But it's like different tones already. So I'm already excited. That thing wasn't in there that much long. So believe it or not, I'm going to let it stay in there for a few minutes longer. And I'm going to take this one out. The other one already in. This is the last one that I did. And then, oh, it's coming out so pretty. It's like you see the copper in it. I don't know if y'all can see the copper. It's gorgeous. So now I'm going to let y'all see my client here. You're going to be like, oh, I see what she's doing. Yes. Oh, I love color. And we did that on a 20 volume. That was 20 volumes in color. But y'all understand now what I'm saying, like as far as, and this is what we use, Blonde Plex 9. Y'all understand now why I said you don't need to be using 40 volume, because that if I would have used that 40 volume on that hair, right? And most people, the ones who's doing it, they really don't know what they're doing. If I would have used that, then guess what would have happened? That hair would have been fried. Even the hair extensions, it would have been fried. So those are the things that we have to like pay attention to. You don't have to do all that. If you know and understand color, what you about to say?
I was going to say before, I was about to actually try to do myself and get 40.
Yeah. 40 volume. Yeah, because you know why? You've probably seen it on.
Everyone would say get 40 volume or 50.
Right. And you don't need that. So this is my client, Kenya. Say hi, Kenya. And I'm a kitchen hairstylist right now. So I was showing you guys. Let me go ahead and drape my client. So I'm going to go ahead and drape her. All right. And this is a real easy, fast process. So, another towel. Hold on. Everything I use, and you guys like pay attention, nothing. Like if a towel fall on the ground, your hairstylist should get another towel. If a comb fall on the ground, they got to get another comb. That is really, really big. So you guys have to practice that stuff. And so I'm going to drape her because now remember I was telling you on that video, apogee, and let me show y'all her hair. Let me see if y'all can see her actual hair. I think this lighting is not great, but y'all see the color. She's a reddish copper brown. This is her natural hair, right? And you have psoriasis, right? She has psoriasis, so she has that skin condition. But she's one of those clients that takes really, really good care of her hair at home. So she doesn't have it. Like I see a lot of people that deal with psoriasis. They're like, oh my, my psoriasis is acting up. Well, a lot of times, let me see if I can open this light up. A lot of times, the reason why the psoriasis may be acting up, especially when you have, let's see if that'll help. Especially when you have extensions in your hair. Y'all know a lot of times you don't wash your extensions. They just put it right on, so you don't wash the extensions, right? Or so then you put whatever chemicals that hair had to process on, it's going on your scalp. You're sewing it on, you're braiding it in or whatever. So a lot of us are allergic to it, to the product that we have on. our head. Now, Apogee is an old school product. Apogee been around for about, shoot, at least 40 years. So this is like an old school thing that this old school Jamaican lady taught me when I first came out of beauty school. So this is the actual protein treatment by Apogee. And so I'm going to put that on first, and it's going to saturate her hair. I'm going to comb through it. And then after we rinse it out and everything, we're going to go ahead and apply the moisturizer. Now, if you notice, her hair was already wet. And the reason why it was already wet was because of the fact that I had, the hair was already washed with a clarifying shampoo. Remember what I told you guys about clarifying shampoo? Clarifying shampoo has, it takes away all of the debris and grease, any buildup or anything like that. It's going to do that for it, right? So now here's her hair. I'm going to see if I can keep it on that. I can see that. So here's her hair here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut open the Apogee. Let me try to comb her hair out first. Hold on. And section it out. Okay. Take a wide tooth comb. Oh, your hair feels good already. You haven't even do it. Now, that Apogee that I put in, it used to be so stank, guys. It used to be so stank. Yeah, it used to be real bad stank. So they start selling it to, it's over the counter. That packet is like $3. So it doesn't even cost a lot to take care of your hair. So even if you're not, because I know a lot of you guys, y'all got hairstylists that tell y'all you got to come with your hair already washed. Do a treatment to your hair. Do a treatment to your hair. So you can wear color. And if y'all can see, she don't wash it, but you see some of the debris is there. So she does have some, I guess, what y'all call them, like outbreaks or whatever. But the difference is that her hair is actually healthy. I'm going to show you. Let me tell you a trick that I'm going to show you that how you know. And this is natural hair. Let me show you how I know. Her hair is healthy. Now, y'all just see me combing through this combing through the hair. A little bit of hair coming out, which is normal because your hair sheds 50 strands a day. So she is actually, her hair is really healthy and good. She has some layers in her cuts, and then right here you can see where the how the cut was done. Isn't that something? That's what you can tell. Now, before I put this on, give me 1 second. Let me check her hair. All right. So they both moving perfectly. By the time I finish applying this, by the time I finish applying the Apogee on her hair, I can put her on the dryer and wash out her two heads of hair, and then we're gonna get started on her installation. Okay. Okay. And y'all see what it say at the top? Stops breakage. So this Apogee, it's like say if you did a bad color, you did do something really wrong with the hair, or you leave the salon and y'all see that? And you notice this breakage going on in the hair, right? Suppose if you notice that, you would go purchase the Apogee, and the Apogee stops the breakage on it. So it still ain't no great smell to me, y'all. Y'all see my nose? Ugh. So, ooh, you smell it? Oh. So what's going to happen to it? We don't cover it up either. We put it on and we put them in the dryer, under the dryer, and then they oof. You smell it. Oof. Dang. It smells a little bit better, I ain't gonna lie. So you put it on, and then she sit on a dryer. It's gonna turn like a shell. Sit on a dry for like 20 minutes, and then we moisturize it, and that's it. So that don't even take a lot to do. All right. So if you were experiencing some type of form of breakage to it, this is what you would use on it. And it'll stop it immediately. It will do that. Ooh, y'all, it's stinker. It's stinker. Y'all see that? Now I'm in my living room, or the dining room area. And so we almost done with it. So Kenya, how long have you had your hair colored?
Since December 2024.
2024. Okay, so last year. It's coming up on a year. Mm-hmm. All right. So, and the thing that I wanted to get to the most is where that color part is of her hair. You see that? Y'all see me? Y'all like, ooh. I don't want it to drip on her. And you know what it is with this thing too? I'm smelling it. When you put that thing on, you don't want it to like touch your skin because it's just stank. It's not a very pleasant smell. You want to get it all in there, distribute it all in there, right? And this is going to strengthen up her hair itself. Now it's taking up her hair is going to feel really, really hard, but that's okay because we're going to go back in with that moisturizer, and that's a 2-process packet, but you have to put it on clean hair on there as well. So y'all see that? And I'm not going to comb through it because right now it's already like hard. It's already hard. It's coming on you? Oof. Oof. Because once it get on you, it's like, it smell like a little bit of poop. What else it smell like? A little bit of poop, throw up, and bananas. That's what I can say. It smells a little bit like that. So it's all the way through her hair. It's saturated through. I don't want to know me. It dropped on my shoe, y'all. I feel some kind of way. I ain't gonna lie. I feel some kind of way. So I'm letting her sit there real quick. And you can sit out with it, but they tell you to sit on the dry for 20 minutes with it. So, I'm coming, Kenya. And then I'm going to come back. I'm showing y'all everything now. When I'm going to come back, I'm going to get off the live. I just want you to see the process of everything. I'm going to get off of the live in a few minutes, and then I'm going to show you how I wash the hair and everything, the extensions, because it's already ready. But you see how it's a tutu? This right here, this is why when you have clients, you can't, like she came in last minute, she's like, hey, can you do this? You can't have 5 and 10 clients sitting waiting, because you see the process of this, right? And you cannot be lazy and do the hair extensions the same day as you're doing the installation. Even if you don't have a lot of clients, it's still just not a good look. So actually, look at this hair color. I don't know if y'all can see it. Y'all see it now? It's a reddish brown already. It's already like a copper reddish brown. And you see her hair. So when we add that in, even if she wanted to do like, rose in it, it's going to look so nice. Because if you can look, it got the different dark and the light spots in there. So I'm going to go ahead and wash this one out. We're waiting on the other one, but it's already on point. It's already there. So I'm going to go ahead and wash this out. And we're going to come back a little while later, maybe later on this evening. And then I'm going to show you the actual installation of everything. And then right now, so my client is doing very well. Her hair is treated. The color, I bleached the installation. You're going to have to rewind back to see how that process went. And then I'm going to blow dry it out and then start the installation, braiding up the hair and installing it. Now, because she has psoriasis, I'm not going to have the braids close together. I'm going to have them spread it out. And I'm going to, even though the sew-in, you're not going to be able to see in between it, she'll still be able to go in there and scratch her hair like she's wearing her hair. And that's the most important thing to me, because if she needs to wash her hair or anything like that, she'll feel free. She can be able to get into the scalp. Because remember, she has a skin disorder. Did you always have a skin disorder?
Yes.
Okay, so she always had it. A lot of you did not always have a skin disorder, but because you guys put a lot of spritz, alcohol, different things like that, guess what happened? It gives you a skin disorder, and then you're dealing with psoriasis. So a lot of you did not have it, but because you didn't do the proper installation of things, and then the spritz with all those cute hairstyles, they're really cute and sleek, but the after effect is brutal on your hair and your scalp, and your scalp is just like, forget it. So that's why you have a lot of skin disorders that you didn't have before. So we're done with this, and next I'm going to come back to you guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, you can put it in the comments, because the comments will be available. But I just did a double process and I put a treatment. So I'm going to put her now under the dryer, just like this. Her hair is going to turn hard like a shell, which is perfect. And then we're going to rinse her out and put the moisturizer. All right. So I just wanted you guys to see the process and how you should be getting installations. If you're not getting installations like this, guess what? You're failing yourself and you're failing your hair, and you will be one of those women that are talking about you have a lot of hair loss. It is important. There's nothing, you're gonna get the look, because when I finish with her, she's gonna be fabulous. But you can have the look and have healthy hair. That's the most important thing. Not the look, not the person that know how to sleek your hair, but the person that know how to style and sleek your hair, but make sure your hair is healthy. If you're not dealing with a cosmetologist or a hairstylist, that your hair is the most important thing, and they just doing the installations, you will be one of the ones searching on YouTube looking for videos about how to restore my edges and about how to deal with alopecia. You'll be one of those ones eventually. Maybe not like that now. Maybe you're younger, but you will be one of the ones. And if you're an older woman, when you go through menopause or you have high blood pressure or different medical issues, if your cosmetologist is not doing the proper treatments to your hair before installation and then after installation, right? If they're not doing that, then you are going to be permanently bald. I know y'all like, what? Yeah, that's what I'm talking to my culture, my Black community, because we're the one that have bad practices, and that's why we're losing our hair, and we're calling it alopecia after we've done bad practices for years, and now the hair is not coming back. You say, oh, I have alopecia, but you didn't have it. You put it on yourself. All right. So I pray that this video blesses you guys, and I will see you next video. Thank you for tuning in. Please like and share. Bye.